And spawning in the top right-hand corner of herO, we have the red Protoss player, the Danish Protoss representing Sidestorm Gaming. It is MaxPax. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have as a opponent, we have the South Korean Protoss player, the blue Protoss representing Weibo Gaming, WBG. It is herO. We go, and if you're in the chat, you know what time it is. It is Gamba time. Predictions are open. Place your bets on who you think will claim the series. Again, as we get into it, it is very close at the moment between herO and MaxPax. It is almost 50-50 between the two of them. It is slightly in favor of MaxPax, like 52-48, but very close nonetheless. So best of luck. Personally, I'm just hoping for a Game 4 or a Game 5. I'm hoping for a back and forth. We'll see, as we are setting up on the low ground. Now again, there's a ramp coming into the natural on herO, which means Gate Cyber into Stargate into expansion is standard here, and this could be the beginning of Phoenix Wars. We'll see if either herO or MaxPax do deviate. I'm mainly looking at herO here, as both players will probe scout, and both players should be pylon blocking. So the way that this kind of back and forth works here is that both MaxPax and herO, they're going to be looking to pylon block and delay the Nexus. As a result, both players are forced to take their gases, so they both have their second gas geyser on the way. And likewise, they're going to be forced to make a Zealot initially to hunt down that probe to be able to expand. There's the Zealot. Zealot on the way for herO. MaxPax, he has yet to begin his own. Greedy player to MaxPax. He skips the Zealot. Oh no, there it is. Okay. Zealot's now on the way. A little bit later, but on the way nonetheless. And again, that's the focus on the pylon. And because of the pylon block, once the Cybercore finishes, we should be seeing Stargate. Stargate out of MaxPax, Stargate out of herO. As long as there's... Oh, he wants it! He gets it! Whew. Clutch move herO. He does get the expansion. Failed to pylon block out of MaxPax. But he's not done. He throws out his own pylon. There's a Stargate for MaxPax, delayed expansion, and MaxPax is going to be the aggressor. Now, with this pylon, ideally it finishes, and then MaxPax, he can throw down shield batteries. Ooh, but no, never mind. herO, he has his own shield battery. He will defend. He will take this seriously. And herO will hold. Now, as a result, herO, he will have the slightly better economy, but MaxPax will have the Stargate and the Oracle to harass and to catch up. So MaxPax, he's looking for some economic damage. Probe is hunted down. Zealot has arrived, but there's a full wall. There's a full wall up here for herO. Even lets the pylon finish. Oh my god. Yeah, very defensive setup here. Now, because of the full wall, what does this mean? This means that the Adept cannot shade in. So there's no Adept that can threaten a shade. The Oracle has potential. herO, he's going to be opening up Blink Stalkers. And MaxPax will see what he can get done. The pressure is on MaxPax. Here he scouts, he confirms. He gets eyes on the Oracle. He's fully aware. MaxPax making his way into the main. Gonna be zoned away. So far, we do see here is keeping up. MaxPax working his way through that initial wall, but he won't be able to. And here he's on that Oracle. Now there is a second Oracle moving out. True. Second Oracle towards the natural. Hero's somewhat in position. He's distracted. Emperor's going down. He gets one, he gets two. Two probe kills. So far, so good. MaxPax, he picks off a couple of workers. He's still behind economically, but not by as much. Not by as much. Rotating back over. Getting another... Oh, almost getting another probe. This time not quite able to. MaxPax pulls away. You can see with his movement here, he's trying to pull the Stalkers out of position. Rotating into the main. He's going in. He's ready for the dive. Striking at the natural. Here's a position. MaxPax doesn't commit. Now we can calm down. So as we're settling into this, MaxPax will have slightly later Blink Stalkers. He is getting a third. Here, he's still stuck on 2 bases because of the wall up. And as a result, he's going to be stuck on... I mean, he has no third. Throwing down extra gateways. Prism is on the way. Ooh, okay. Hero getting up to 5. Sorry, 5 gates set up at a hero. Very committed, very aggressive. MaxPax is going to be down in production, down in Stalkers, and down in Army. This hero's breaking out as he moves out. Oracle moves in. Depth commits to Shade. Gets 2 probes. Like here, he wants to push, but these Oracles are keeping him pinned. As here, he's waiting for the War Prism. Prism has arrived. A hallucination does reveal these Stalkers moving out. There's the shield battery. Shield battery in the main. Nothing here at the natural. Hero is committed. It's basically a 2-base all-in out of hero. Oh, the stasis. Oh, the reaction. Yeah, late reaction out of hero. Massive connection. Catches out half the mineral line. The rest as well. Jesus. And here, he has to end the game here and now. He's pushing in. The boys are being pulled. Dives on the army. Shield battery coming into play. And here, he's running out of steam a little bit here. He has to keep going. Has to keep pushing. Ooh, dives on the army. I mean, he's trading well for himself, but the longer this goes on, the better it is for MaxPax. Probes are going down. Here, he needs reinforcements. Oracle pops up for the natural. And it's all or nothing for hero. He has 12 Stalkers. Ooh. Does have 12. We have reinforcements on the way from MaxPax. Here, he's been taking too long here. Gets 10 workers, but that does not matter. As he needs more army. Here, gets another warp in. Does get another warp in. Going for that versus pylon. Ooh, denies the warp in. Not bad. Once again, boys are being pulled. Hero blinking back. Solid control. Here he's controlling well. He's up 8 Stalkers. And it looks like here he might have just done it. And the shield battery is factoring in, but here he has an overwhelming army. Despite losing all of his workers, it doesn't matter. Here he's pushing in. He's going for the kill. He's at least trying to. Shuts down the economy. Gets another Stalker. Another 2. Yeah, another 2 Stalkers go down. And MaxPax down to 6 Stalkers. Potentially just half the army supply. Pylon's going down. And hero, he will kick things off with the lead. And GG gets called. Hero, he does take game number 1. Whew. Popping off at the start of the series. GG. GG, well played. I was a little bit concerned. I was concerned that hero was taking too long. I was also concerned about the economic damage. Remember, hero, he was already going for the 2-base all-in, but it didn't help that he was losing 11 probes at the natural, and he also got stasis twice in the main base as well. Like, his economy was just, he could barely reinforce. He could barely warp in across the map. Even though he had 5 gateways, he was like warping in 3 Stalkers at a time. Like he could not actually warp in 5 Stalkers when he needed to. So very, very intense all-in there. Hero, he did still overwhelm, did catch MaxPax off guard. I say off guard, did catch him in the end. GG. Whew, GG, well played. Hero does take a lead. And we'll see if MaxPax will bounce back. I'm sure he will. Again, like, when it comes to these 2 players, I expect an ace match. Like, I expect a back and forth series. I do not expect a 3-0. It's very rare to see these 2 kind of end in a 3-0 in either direction. Very rare. At least in recent times, I should say. Like, MaxPax definitely had a more dominant performance against hero in 2024, but that was also in the previous patch. The previous map pool, the patch has changed this matchup a lot. And we're getting into game 2. It's going to be on ley lines. Let's go. We go. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of ley lines, we have the Danish Protoss player down in the series. We'll see if he can bounce back and force a tight matchup. Representing Sidestorm Gaming, the pressure is on. It is MaxPax. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have his opponents. We have the South Korean Protoss player, the Blue Protoss, representing Weibo Gaming. Leading the series 1-0. It is herO. And again, just a very intense all-in out of herO in that last game. Where it was even just a weekend all-in. Like, imagine herO's build in that game where he could actually make use of his gateways and actually had an economy behind it. Would have hit even harder. Now we're calming down. Now we're going to be loading into ley lines. This time there's no ramp. There's no ramp coming into the natural, so herO, he should be opening up in a bit of a different way. I say that as a reminder. Something that I spoke about at the start of the series is that throughout the course of this patch, over the past couple of months, ever since December, we have seen a lot more gate cybercore play from the Koreans, even on maps where it is unsafe to do so. So MaxPax is going for his own opener, gateway into cybercore, into Stargate, into expansion. More economic build here out of MaxPax. herO, 2 gates. 2 gate opener. And which means he has the option to commit into an all-in. We'll see. Otherwise, herO, he could just go for a sentry opener into a Nexus. Into a faster expansion. Probes across the map for the pylon block. We'll keep an eye on herO. I'm most curious as to what his first 2 units are going to be. Does he open up double Adept, double Stalker, Stalker Sentry, or Sentry Expand? Waiting for the Cybercore. MaxPax back at home. We should be seeing that Stargate momentarily. Cybercore is done. Stargate's on the way. Again, this is MaxPax's go-to opener. Just gate, Cybercore into Stargate, into Nexus. Meanwhile, double Stalker out of herO. Much more assertive here. From our blue Protoss. He locks in the probe. Locks the probe in. MaxPax is going to have to recall if he wants to save the worker. Otherwise, it will go down. herO, he reveals his Stalkers. Reveals his first 2 units. Behind this, into Stalker Sentry. And he's moving out. So herO, he does move out across the map. Probe as well, looking for a proxy, setting up a pylon to reinforce. And herO, he is being aggressive. Is moving out. Oh. MaxPax, he barely does miss the probe. Ay, ay, ay. And this is looking more and more like, I was going to say 1 base all in, but herO, he will expand. He has the money for it. There we go. Nexus is on the way. Does throw down the Nexus. Anyway, herO, he does push. There's a shield battery just in time. Adept shades in, gets 1 probe. Just the 1. 1 probe goes down. herO, he is setting up that proxy pylon to reinforce. Oracle moves out, back at home. herO, he does have a shield battery in the main, and nothing at the natural. herO, he's just rallying across the map. He's going to have a 3-gate setup, as he should be proxying. Oh, never mind. Just 2-gate. Just a 2-gate setup instead. But that's still more than what MaxPax has. Shield battery's not ready. Oof. Yeah, brutal damage here. Probes are going down. Getting 3, getting up to 4, 5 probe kills. Just 4 for the time being. Buying time. And herO, he's going for it. He goes to the dive. Boys are being pulled. He gets 1 Stalker. There's 2 Stalkers left. Remember, MaxPax, he can only warp in 1 unit at a time, and MaxPax is being overwhelmed. Oracles across the map. Does get 13 probe kills, but herO doesn't care. Doesn't care. Breaks through the Stalkers. Shield batteries are done, but it may not matter. Doesn't matter in the end. Takes down the Artosis pylon. Depowers everything here at the natural. He's going for the kill. Nice force field. MaxPax buying time. Void Ray's on the way. He does have a second gateway. Oh, pylon goes down. MaxPax, he does have a second pylon, thankfully. Another force field. Clutch moves. Clutch moves out of MaxPax. herO, he wants that sentry. He's going to get it. Ooh, barely will. Pylon's under fire. And the force field runs out. The force field does run out. MaxPax is up against the wall. He's got 2 Stalkers and soon to be 1 shield battery. Does have that 1 Void Ray as well. And remember, herO, 0 probes. He has 0 probes. He's completely all in. It's all or nothing. How much does he have? 7 Stalkers. Oh my god. There's a prismatic alignment. Going for the sentry. Sentry goes down. Massive pickup. But gets a stalker. Takes down one stalker in the process. Void Ray is getting low. More boys are being pulled. Ooh, Void Ray takes a lot of hits. Yeah, one more volley. Up. There we go. Second volley goes off. Gets the Void Ray. Takes down the stalker. Now there's one stalker remaining. Up against 5 stalkers. Void Ray's almost done. MaxPax, can he hold? Can he hold on? The Void Ray takes down the stalker. The pylon's on fire. That's the Justice pylon, but the Void Ray's gonna pop out just in time. Just barely. 4 stalkers left. Gets the pylon, but a couple seconds too late. GG gets called. MaxPax, he holds with the Void Ray. And MaxPax ties up the series 1-1. Whew, if that pylon had gone down 5 seconds sooner, that's game. 100%. That's game then and there. If that pylon had gone down, herO, he didn't realize how close the Void Ray was. I do think that herO could have focused on that pylon sooner. 100%. I think he could have gone for it, but he was focusing on the Void Ray, focusing on the main army instead. And with that, the Void Ray does pop out in time. GG. We have a back and forth. We have a series. Oh my god. Do you have a series here? We go into game 3. Oh my god. Calm down, Papi. Calm down. Let's go. We're getting into that third game, which is going to be on El Dorado. Oh boy. And so far, it's been a fast series. So far, we've had a lot of aggression between our players. A lot of aggression. Game 1 was a 2 base all-in at a herO. Game 2, 1 base all-in at herO. Game 3... is that MaxPax's turn to be aggressive. I mean, we're loading into El Dorado. El Dorado is a small map, has a ramp coming into the natural. We could be seeing Phoenix Wars here. We could be seeing Phoenix Wars, and we have seen herO actually defeat MaxPax in Phoenix Wars as well. That has occurred. herO, he does have a build where he does love to rush into a much faster second Stargate. If we get there. We'll see. We shall see. As we are getting into our next game. And my eyes are going to be on those Stargates. Oh boy. As we know what build MaxPax is going to go for. Really, it's all on herO. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of El Dorado, we have the Danish Protoss player, the Red Protoss representing Sidestorm Gaming, tying up the series and fighting back. Can he gain momentum? Can he gain a lead in the series? It is MaxPax. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have the South Korean Protoss player, the Blue Protoss representing Weibo Gaming. Being forced into a tied series. We'll see if we can bring it back. It is a herO. As MaxPax is setting up on the low ground, herO setting up on the high ground. Hello. What's going on? Okay, interesting. This feels like a proxy. This feels like a proxy. We'll keep an eye on herO. I'm curious how he opens this up. As MaxPax is going for a standard opener, going for a gate into Cybercore, into Stargate, into expansion. MaxPax, he pokes up the ramp. He does confirm that the pylon is missing, but he'll go further in and will confirm that the setup is in the main. Does confirm the setup. This should be ringing some alarm bells. As herO moves out with his probe. Fights for the natural. Curious. Is herO going for a gate expand? No shot. Cybercores are on the way. Second gas. Second gas guys are finishing up. No proxy out of herO. MaxPax trying to confirm. He spots the second pylon. Big scout for MaxPax. herO with some mind games. And do we go for a standard opener? Do we go for the Stargate? I'm referring to herO more than anyone. Oh, there it is. There it is. He's going for the Nexus before he makes a single unit, so he skips his first unit in favor of the Nexus, so a much more economic build out of herO. MaxPax's own economy is going to be delayed. So again, Stargate, followed by the Nexus. So herO will have the better economy, MaxPax will have aggressive potential. This is actually very similar to what happened on herO. If you were here for game 1, it was a very similar game state where herO was the defender, herO had the better economy, and MaxPax was the one trying to break him. Meanwhile, MaxPax, I believe he doesn't scout. He doesn't see the tech Stargate. herO should be making a Phoenix. And what's important right now, because of the kind of like weird build and the weird setup, MaxPax may open Oracle instead. If he goes Oracle, MaxPax may just be completely shut down. As he did not see the Stargates. Yeah, there it is, Oracle first. And we should be seeing Phoenix first for herO. So honestly, a really good setup here for herO. Again, just because the opener was so quirky, there's that Phoenix. And MaxPax, he will confirm. There we go. He spots the Phoenix production. He cancels immediately. Does cancel the Oracle. Starts up his own Phoenix. And we have entered Phoenix Wars. Now, we assumed that Phoenix Wars were going to be happening here on El Dorado anyway, but we got here in a very different way. And here he almost caught MaxPax with his pants down. Despite that, even though MaxPax is responding, herO's Phoenix is still faster. Slightly. So good response out of MaxPax, good scout. If he didn't see that, if he didn't see the Stargate, he would have been in a world of hurt. But he's keeping up. Meanwhile, second Stargate already on the way for MaxPax. I mentioned previously coming into this game how herO has a build where he does rush into a faster second Stargate, and he can overwhelm, and he has defeated MaxPax with that before. MaxPax, playing like herO, throws down the Stargate. And herO scouts, he confirms. Does confirm herO, he's going to be behind in the Phoenix production. Does get one probe. Gets a second, not bad. Gets 2 probe kills, and he's transitioning into a Twilight Council. This is very difficult to pull off. herO is trying to pivot away from the Phoenix Wars. Gee, this... what the... I've never seen this skin before. The Phoenixes, they're so smooth. The hell? Okay. I think this is the first time I've seen a pro player use this skin. I mean... yeah. Let's go. From here we're building up, and really here he's hoping that MaxPax is defensive. Now if MaxPax, if he doesn't assert himself, but he should. The problem is that with the second Stargate he should be more aggressive. If he isn't though, if MaxPax is kept pinned back at home, if herO is able to successfully distract MaxPax and get into Blink Stalkers, then herO can successfully transition, but it is going to be a difficult thing to do. It's difficult. As there's a big window here where herO could just die. He could just fall over to these Phoenixes. As MaxPax has 7 to the 4 Phoenixes of herO. Like, MaxPax has a massive lead, and yeah, he's moving in. And he should be. He's not playing scared. He knows he's ahead. He doesn't know how far ahead, though. herO warping in 3 Stalkers. herO going to be forced to engage. We'll bleed out all those Phoenixes, and now we can just lift. And we just lift up all the Stalkers from here. Pulls away. MaxPax doesn't commit. He pulls Mac. Trading 2 for 4. A much better trade for MaxPax. And now he does threaten the mineral line. Blink is not done. Probes are going down. And again, this is why it is... like, this is why when we start making Phoenixes, we don't stop. Because it is so difficult to do this and switch into Stalkers. That's going to be 6 probe kills, and hero's all in. Here, he's completely all in at this point. Like, there's no macroing out of this. He's too far behind. He has to commit. And back at him, MaxPax, he knows. Shield Batteries are on the way. Void Rays are on the way as well. MaxPax is getting ready. No, shout out to herO for trying to break the mold and trying to get out of Phoenix Wars, but it's still looking quite bleak for him. The first Void Ray has arrived. Immortal production has begun. Jeez, like, I mean, he's getting everything. Immortals, Void Rays, exactly what he needs. And the longer this goes on, the better it is for MaxPax. MaxPax even getting +1 air attack. Jesus. You're pushing in. Going for the gateway. And looks like he will bring it down. I mean, we don't really care about the gateway. I mean, MaxPax, he doesn't even have warp gates. Gateway goes down. Cybercore under fire. Denies +1 air attack. Not bad. And here he's got 19 Stalkers. Is that enough? He's supply blocked. Uh-oh. Yo, MaxPax, that's a big supply block. He's throwing down more pylons. 2, 3 pylons on the way. 4 pylons. Oh my god, he needs the immortal. No. He needs the immortal, Pappy. herO, can he pull this off? He's going for the dive. He blinks in. Takes out 1 immortal. There's 1 immortal left. We have the mass lift. Oh my god. And herO, despite having 19 stalkers down to 17, does get the Void Ray. The immortal doing a lot in the back line. And here he's bleeding out stalkers. Yeah, he's bleeding out too much. MaxPax holds with the mass lift. And that 1 herO immortal doing so much here. And here he's completely shut down. It's completely shut down. You can get supply block, doesn't matter. As here he has no army left. Backs up with a handful of stalkers. But the lifts, MaxPax, he can lift. GG gets called and MaxPax takes a 2-1 lead. GG. Whew. GG, well played. herO, interesting choice when it came to the execution of the all-in. If you remember, herO, he 2-shot the first immortal and then he targeted the Void Ray, but he didn't target the second immortal. The second immortal was doing so much damage in the back line. herO, he wasn't able to target it down. Maybe he didn't see it because of all the phoenixes and because of all the lifts as well. But MaxPax was able to just completely shut down the army. 1 immortal, all you need. And of course, Mass Phoenix as well. And with that, GG. GG, well played. It was an interesting build out of herO, but again, as you mentioned, like, it's very difficult to try to transition out of Phoenix Wars when you begin, when you start. It's very difficult and often unsuccessful, is what I'm getting at. Like, it's like, yeah, maybe like 20% of the time we can see it work, maybe. Very hard to pull off. And with that, we're getting into our next game. We're going to be loading into Amygdala for Game 4. Oh boy. One of the larger maps in the map pool, but we've seen a lot of aggression out of herO so far. In general, personally, I do like the build in that last game. It was really smart. Like, I love like the quirky style into the hidden Stargate, into Phoenix Opener. Unfortunately, MaxPax saw it. I'm pretty sure if he didn't see that Stargate, if he didn't see the Phoenix, then herO would have just committed and doubled down, and he probably could have won there. But he got scattered. MaxPax, he responded well. GG. GG, well played. We're now getting into Amygdala for our 4th game. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have our Danish Protoss player, the Red Protoss, representing Storm Gaming. 1 game away from becoming this week's PiGosaur Monday champion. It is MaxPax. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have the South Korean Protoss player, the Blue Protoss representing Weibo Gaming, WBG. It is herO. I see now when you start making pieces, don't stop. Yeah, it's very difficult to switch into Blink Stalkers. It's not impossible, but I kind of alluded to it at the time. One of the only ways you can successfully get into Blink Stalkers is if your opponent's too passive. Like, if MaxPax, if he was passive with his Phoenixes, if he was playing scared, if he didn't want to get caught out himself, then we could have seen herO get away with it. But because MaxPax went double Stargate really fast, really quickly, that gave him the confidence to know that he could be aggressive, that he would be ahead of Phoenixes, even if herO kept making Phoenixes himself, that MaxPax could be active, and it led into him running into the army and cleaning it up. So there's a lot that came into play there. herO opening up 2 gates, 2 gate opener out of herO. MaxPax going for his own gate cyber expand. Probe moves out, and my eyes are on herO. Hello. What's going on? Are we setting up for a proxy? We are. Here we go. Pylon is on the way. And herO, there's options. This is a pretty good location for a proxy Stargate to go Oracle into the main. Likewise, rush distance by ground is pretty good, so this could just be a proxy Robo into 1 base all in. herO, he has options. Based on this location, I'm leaning towards Robo. Leaning towards proxy Robo into the all in. Cybercore is done. Show us what you got. Adepts are on the way. And yep, Robo. There's going to be proxy Robo out of herO. So straight up 1 base all in. Back at home, MaxPax going for a Stargate. Stargate opener into a Nexus. And MaxPax, I believe with the probe scout, yep, he confirms the pylon's missing. He knows that the pylon is nowhere to be found. He knows that it's somewhere. He's checking, looking for that proxy pylon. He has a Zealot towards the left-hand side, and probe towards the right. And if MaxPax feels like he's being all-in, he will and he should begin Void Ray production. Void Rays are ideal defensively. They are ideal. Initially, Oracle first. Oracle open out to MaxPax. And again, as a reminder, he doesn't really know what's going on. Prism first out of herO. Prism, then into Immortals. But up, say, Threaten the Shade. Threaten the Shade towards the main. Probe does rescout, does confirm that there is no pylon. There is no expansion. Oracle moving out. Yep, Void Ray production has begun. Yeah, something's wrong. MaxPax, he does recognize that there is no expansion, there is no all-in. He rescouts with the probe, he confirms. Does confirm. So shout out to this one probe. Prism gonna be zoned away. Prism is forced back. Immortal production has begun. And one way or another, the game is about to end. Either here or he kills MaxPax or he dies trying. Does get 4 probes, not bad. Shades into the main base, gets 4 workers, shades away. Reinforcing with extra stalkers. Saves the adept, hopping up. Nice control. Sentries have arrived, he can force field the ramp. But now there's a Void Ray. Army dives in. Oh, sentry goes down. Miscontrol at a herO. We'll lose the sentry. Takes down the stalker. Another sentry falls. Yeah, rough losses here. herO, every unit does matter. Oh my god. Jesus. As Immortal gets very low. And it's going to go down. Massive pick off. Ay, ay, ay. And herO. The all-in's falling apart. He's not gaining any ground here. Lost the first Immortal. You can't afford that. Not like this. Not when you're all-inning. At the same time, oh my god, Stasis pops off, gets the entire mineral line. And in MaxPax, he's holding. He's holding, he's shutting this down completely. Stasis pops off. First Immortal fell. And here he's running out of steam. He's just running out of steam at this point. Void Ray's being hunted, sorry, Immortal's being hunted down. Drop into the main. But now there's 3 Void Rays. Takes down the War Prism. Yeah, there's nothing else here. There's nothing left. There's nothing left. GG gets called as MaxPax. He will take the series 3-1. He will shut down the all-in. And he will be this week's PiGosaur Monday number 18 champion. GG. Whew. GG, well played. Congratulations here to MaxPax as he does claim the series, does advance on, or is our champion, I should say. My condolences to herO, but a very intense series. Again, not a 3-0, did have a back and forth, and honestly, I'm still bringing it back to that game that we saw where herO had 0 probes, he was in the main base, and that second Void Ray arrived, it popped out just in time before herO could snipe the pylon. Like, there were some crazy games in this series. I'm referring to the ley lines. Like, the ley lines game was so close. El Dorado was a cheeky game out of herO. Regardless, GG. GG, well played. Congratulations, MaxPax. He will claim the win here and will be our champion. Congratulations. My condolences to herO. Did well for himself, making it here to the grand finals. herO, it was not an easy road. He took down Bunny and he took down Solar as well to make it this far. So an impressive performance out of herO, but a solid win from MaxPax. Likewise, MaxPax, he took down Byun and Creator to make it this far. herO, he was the only one to take a map off of MaxPax, so again, it shows just how great of an opponent herO was. You know, you don't make for a great finals without like a solid back and forth, so GG, well played. And with that, we are going to be wrapping up here for our morning broadcast. We are going to be wrapping up as we do only have the 1 cast for the day. We did have 2, but we did actually reschedule a little bit here as we have a look at our schedule. Bam, here we go. So oh boy, we had a busy day yesterday. We had 3 casts. We had the Circle Duckling Evolution. We had the Rebellion Homeowner Show match, which we weren't able to conclude. And we had the Wardy TV Monday as well. So again, we had 3 events last night. I will have to reschedule the Rebellion Homeowner Show match. I'll come up with something, maybe over the weekend, maybe after KSL. Maybe after KSL, I'll be able to wrap it up. Basically what happened was we were missing replays. for that show match, but I have them. I now have them, so we can finish it up at a later time. Maybe not today. Maybe not today. As again, here on Tuesday, we only have PiGosaur Monday. We were going to be having an OSC Season 12 broadcast later on tonight, but we have opted to remove that, as later on tonight instead we're going to be streaming on our personal channel. We're going to be calming things down. We're going to have some time off. We're going to have a little bit of time off here Tuesday afternoon. Tomorrow, that's where we move the broadcast. OSC Season 12 Championship is going to be on Wednesday. We have the podcast as well. Now, usually the podcast is on Thursdays. Usually that's a Thursday event, but this week we're moving it because we have Little League Cup. Little League Cup is going to be on Thursday. We're going to be casting that live, so do tune into that. It's going to be amazing. Korean on Korean action. We have some more OSC Thursday morning. We have the Youth Thermal 2v2 circuit on Friday morning as well. That's going to be a replay cast, as we were adminning that event over the weekend. We have the OSC King of the Hill on Friday afternoon. We have the PiGosaur Cup. That's going to be Saturday night, Sunday morning at midnight KST. So we do have another broadcast there. And then we have the Sparkling Tuna Cup as well on Sunday. So we have plenty of content, plenty of StarCraft. Again, I most likely will be casting Rebellion versus Honmono after KSL. That feels like a nice time for it. I mean, technically I could cast it here and now, but we'll do it after KSL. Do it after KSL. That'll be the plan. And yeah, with that, GG. That is our weekly schedule. If you enjoyed the broadcast, if you want some more Cranky Duckling action, then consider following us on the social medias, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Discord. All things Cranky Ducklings. We're all over the place. Likewise, you can also support us via Patreon if you wish. Bam. There we go, as we do have our Patreon set up to fund Sea Duckling Open, Master Sword Open, and Sparkling Tuna Cup. Yo, big shout out to Blake and who's God. Thank you so much for the 100 bits. Thank you. We do appreciate it. Do appreciate the support. Thank you so much. And again, our Patreon has been growing as well. So thank you so much to all the supporters on Patreon. For those that are curious, our Patreon, 100% of the money there goes towards our tournaments. It all goes towards our tournaments. It all goes towards these 3 events here: Sparkling Tuna Cup, SDO, and MSO as well. So it all does fund our tournaments here on a regular basis, and our next goal is to boost the prize pool for Sparkling Tuna Cup. So we're almost there at 400 USD a month. We're almost there. We almost made it. We're getting there. So thank you so much for all those supporters. Otherwise, thank you for tuning in. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hope you all enjoyed yourselves. Hope you all had a great time. Again, our next cast should be tomorrow. It should be the OSC Season 12 Championship. That's going to be in less than 24 hours, and the podcast thereafter as well. Later on tonight, I'm going to be live on my personal channel. It's going to be playing some Final Fantasy. I could ladder a little bit, but I said before that I have fallen behind when it comes to editing VODs. We do upload VODs on a daily basis, and we have plenty of VODs on YouTube, but I have a lot of catching up to do. Like last week, we did so much casting, and there's a lot of VODs to edit, a lot of thumbnails to make, a lot to get into. So I'm most likely just going to take this afternoon off, and I mean, I say take it off. Oh no. But this afternoon, I'm most likely just going to be setting it to just editing VODs and scheduling and working on the Cranky Ducklings in another capacity. So time for bed. I wish I had some time for bed, but no. We got some work to do. So that's going to be my afternoon here, at least for myself. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Thanks for the support. We'll see you guys tomorrow for some more StarCraft, and again, plenty more StarCraft to come. Plenty to come, papi. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much. Meanwhile, who is live? Who is live at the moment? Who can we raid? Who can we send everyone over to? Let's quickly have a look at the SC2 directory. Who do we have? We have Bomioja. He is laddering a little bit after casting. Who else do we have? We have Hapsaya. I think he was casting. We have Ruff. Mapu. What else do we have? Let's see, Prometheum. I think I might just give some love to Bomioja. Bomioja. Unless I see someone else that we can raid. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. We do appreciate the support. What else I see? Nada. State is playing AoE 4. Este State. Sal is sleeping. True. Sal is sleeping. Okay, with that, we're going to be wrapping up. So thanks so much for watching. Again, you can follow us if you wish, whether it's on Patreon, whether it's on YouTube, whether it's on Discord, TikTok, all things Cranky Ducklings. We'll see you guys tomorrow for some more StarCraft action. See you then. Papi. See you then.